Do you know that the very food sold as the perfect morning start could be quietly wrecking your health? Your healthy breakfast might be a metabolic time bomb. That colorful cereal, buttery croissant, or crispy bacon. Science says they can trigger hidden changes in your body that quietly work against your waistline and energy. Let's discuss how. Let's understand with the example of Amanda. She's 34, works in marketing, and every morning she'd have what she thought was a healthy breakfast: bran cereal, toast, and orange juice. But here's the thing. By mid-morning, she was completely wiped out. Her doctor told her insulin levels were high, and she was heading toward prediabetes. Her so-called healthy breakfast routine was making things worse. For decades, Americans have been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Sounds like solid advice, right? That catchy phrase came more from stories and advertising than from real science. According to Medical News Today, the belief that breakfast is absolutely essential comes more from tradition than hard science. Yes, many observational studies have found that people who regularly eat breakfast tend to have lower risks of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even high blood pressure. But these studies don't actually prove that breakfast itself is the reason. It could be that breakfast eaters also have other healthy habits that influence these outcomes. So, while breakfast can be part of a healthy routine, it's not automatically a magic shield against disease. A lot of us grow up hearing that skipping breakfast is a big no-no, but in reality, not everyone eats it every day. According to the studies published in BBC in the US, about 3/4 of people have breakfast regularly. In the UK, it's even higher for adults at 94%, though only 77% of teens do. In Switzerland, it drops to about 2/3 of adults. Still, when mornings get rushed, breakfast is usually the first thing we skip. Some grab it on the go, while others happily trade toast or cereal for a few extra minutes of sleep. But its very name hints at its purpose. It breaks the overnight fast. But there's plenty of debate about whether breakfast truly deserves its most important meal status. With fasting diets gaining traction, worries about the high sugar in cereals, and questions over the food industry's influence on pro-breakfast studies, not to mention one academic labeling breakfast as dangerous, the picture isn't so clear. So, is breakfast really essential? Or just a clever invention by cereal marketers? Calling breakfast a metabolic kickstarter is actually an oversimplification. Its real effect depends heavily on what you eat and when you eat it. A sugary pastry first thing in the morning will affect your body very differently than a balanced protein-rich meal eaten a bit later. So, the idea that breakfast automatically revs up your metabolism isn't one size fits all. Both the quality and timing of your meal play a big role. And just like the Kickstarter idea can be misleading, the phrase killing your metabolism is often misunderstood too. Now let's get on the same page about what killing your metabolism actually means. This isn't a dramatic metaphor. It's pure biochemistry. Eating lots of refined carbs, added sugars, and ultra-processed animal fats over time can push your body toward insulin resistance, higher body fat, and metabolic syndrome, which is the perfect storm for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Let's break it down one by one. Why your favorite breakfast cereals could be slowing down your metabolism. We all love starting the day with a quick, crunchy cereal, especially those sweet, colorful boxes that line American kitchen shelves. But many of these cereals, even ones labeled healthy like granola, are loaded with sugar and low in protein, triggering blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you fatigued and hungry. According to a recent study published in The New Yorker, there's a hidden trap in diets loaded with ultra-processed foods, including those sugary breakfast cereals that look so innocent on the shelf. Even when they're nutrient-matched to less processed options, these foods can cause trouble. They tend to make you eat more without realizing it, send your insulin levels soaring, and gradually contribute to weight gain. In other words, it's not just about the calories or the nutrients on the label. It's about how your body reacts to the way these foods are made. Why buttered toast might not keep you full for long. Buttered toast might satisfy your taste buds, but without protein, it won't sustain your energy. A better approach is to choose whole grain bread topped with protein-rich options like eggs, chicken, or veggies, creating a balanced breakfast that supports your metabolism. Similarly, soda or sugary juices spike your blood sugar rapidly, strain your liver, and raise blood fats, especially harmful when consumed first thing in the morning. Instead, choose water, unsweetened coffee, or tea to help keep your metabolism balanced. In the same way, pancakes and waffles might be hurting your morning energy. Pancakes and waffles, often drenched in butter and syrup, offer high calories with minimal fiber or protein. They deliver a quick boost followed by a crash. Swap in almond flour or whole grain batters. Pair with nuts or protein, and you'll ride the energy wave rather than plummet. Then comes flavored yogurts. Many flavored yogurts are sugar-laden and low in fiber, causing insulin spikes and metabolic drag. Instead, go for plain Greek yogurt and add fresh fruit or nuts for sustained energy and supportive metabolism. After that, bagels are essentially the calorie equivalent of 4 slices of white bread, refined flour, little protein, and refined sugar. They break down quickly into glucose, causing rapid blood sugar spikes and energy crashes. Over time, this pattern may lower your resting metabolic rate. So, what happens when your metabolism slows down? Think of metabolism like a car engine. A sugary breakfast revs the engine fast, causing insulin to tell the body to store fat, not burn it. Then blood sugar crashes, leaving you tired, hungry, and craving more sugar, locking you in a dangerous cycle. Over time, this contributes to insulin resistance and a sluggish metabolic system. Dr. Monique Tello, MD, MPH, an attending physician at Massachusetts General Hospital and a clinical instructor at Harvard Medical School, reviewed several randomized controlled trials and found the results to be mixed. She explained that skipping breakfast didn't consistently lead to more weight loss, and people who skipped it didn't always end up eating extra calories later in the day. However, she also noted that the long-term impact on metabolism is still unclear. So it's not as simple as saying breakfast is always good or bad. It really depends on your body and lifestyle. A new study published in Time suggests that morning meals may protect against insulin resistance. According to this study, breakfast might help regulate blood sugar and protect against disease, especially if you're lean. But the effects could differ depending on body type. More research is on the way, including on different breakfast types like high-protein meals. So, how can you protect your metabolism without giving up breakfast altogether? Don't worry, you don't have to give up breakfast to keep your metabolism healthy. The key is to build breakfast around protein, fiber, whole grains, and healthy fats, and to avoid added sugar and refined carbs. Breakfast isn't just about eating something to start your day. It's about giving your body the right kind of fuel. When you choose nutrient-rich foods packed with lean protein, fiber, and healthy fats, you're doing more than satisfying hunger. You're helping to keep your blood sugar balanced, supporting healthy weight management, and showing your heart some real care. It's the kind of breakfast that works with your body, not against it, setting the tone for a healthier, more energized day. Just remember, breakfast isn't just about filling your stomach. It's about fueling your body the right way so your metabolism can run smoothly all day. If this video helped you see your morning meal in a new light, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.